Welcome back, Raiders.
We hope you had a great break.
The decade's just started and we have a ton of new things happening here at East. To start, we'll take a look at what really goes on in culinary.
We'll find out more about the production of Lord of the Flies.
And we take a look in the Already Been Chewed animation studio located right here in Wiley.
All this and more on Blue Eye News.
Welcome back, Raiders. We hope you had a great break. I'm Clayton Ensley.
And I'm William Schnell.
So, Liam, are you in culinary?
No, but Faith Sproul and I went to go find out more about what the class is really about. Let's check it out. Wiley East has a variety of unique career path programs for students. Culinary is an endorsement for aspiring chefs or simply a class to learn a necessary life skill.
I chose culinary because I really like culinary and I like to bake, cook, and also it's just good like basic skills for when you like go to college because you're like on your own.
I'm Jennifer Carlin. I'm the chef instructor here at Wiley East High School. So grading in culinary arts is very subjective. So when they make a meal, I usually don't taste their food in every single group, but each group what I grade on is were they following all the safety rules? Did they do their best to follow the instructions? Did the recipe reasonably turn out like they thought it should?
A day in culinary is either we're prepping for something we're going to make the next day or we're making it.
Oh, the students have made so many changes since they first started here at the beginning of the year. Some of the students when they first got here didn't know what a measuring spoon or a measuring cup were to now being able to produce an entire meal.
Felt like I've grown in a way that allows me to know what to do in certain situations that I haven't before.
I mean, I knew the basics and everything, but she teaches you like how to really like use knives and like safety.
I mean, if you're thinking about joining, why not join? Because, I mean, it's not boring or anything, and it's a fun class to eat. Who doesn't like eating?
What I would say to somebody thinking about joining culinary is just do it. If you like to eat, then you're in class. Just have fun. It's a lot of work. We do some dishes, those kind of things, but we always have a good time. And of course, you get to eat what you make.
This has been Liam Schnell reporting for Blue Eye News.
Seems like a pretty interesting class. Cooking really is an art form of its own.
I agree. Speaking of art, have you seen all the boarded up windows?
Yeah, we actually have more information on that. With all the construction going on, boards have been put over windows to better ensure student safety, but they make the hall so dull and boring. So Mr. Williams asked Ms. Thompson, one of our art teachers, to have the National Art Honor Society paint the boarded windows. They accepted the challenge and have started painting the boarded windows in the 200 and 900 hall. Many of the students have had fun creating their art where everyone is able to observe it.
I'd say they've been doing a great job.
The theater crew has been doing a great job too. On January 16th, 17th, and 18th, our theater department put on a production of the Lord of the Flies play. Sadly, I couldn't make it. Did you get to see the play?
I did. I thought they did a great job. Jaden Thompson and Aiden Bowie went to find out more about the pre-production. Let's check it out.
Theater has been working hard since October to produce the Lord of the Flies play. A lot goes into putting a play together. An actor's goal is to make their part believable, so we often forget that it takes a lot of time and effort to make their character come to life.
I am one of the set designers, but I am also an actor. I play Percival.
I am set designer and set construction lead, but I also act in it. I'm the actor Sam.
I'm the officer who shows up at the end to rescue the children.
Getting off book for the show is very hard.
It takes a lot of time.
A lot of an actor's job is knowing your blocking and knowing your lines. It's very important that you have a mutual trust between castmates and that you're able to do things that maybe you wouldn't be comfortable necessarily doing with other people. One part in the show, whenever somebody has to fall off of the back of a platform, and I'm literally there like holding their hand and like holding on to them as they literally like jump off of one platform and down onto another one that's lower, and they have to trust me not to like let them like actually fall.
Actors are the face of the play, but there's so much more to it. Behind the scenes, there's constantly something going on. The technical director, stage manager, set builders, and so many more are involved in the pre-production and production of the play.
It's very important in the theater that everybody backstage communicates with one another.
Me, Ashley, and AR, all three of us are the set designers. We had to sit down and draw out what we wanted. And so originally we knew that we needed a hill and a mountain and somewhere down at the beach and a monument for Jack. The directors were just like, you can put whatever else you want on here. This is y'all's set, you design it, you make it happen. That's when we started to need to build the platforms, make sure they're stable so people don't knock them over and fall.
Especially with the set, because there's a lot of trash and stuff, so it's very easy to get stabbed by things that are kind of sharp, so it's a lot of work.
Everything was recycled goods, so that came from plastic bags to scrap pieces of wood we had, trash, boxes. Let's just say we bought nothing for this.
After seeing the set of this year's production of the Lord of the Flies play, you may have noticed that it's not very traditional. The directors decided to make the theme of this play post-apocalyptic.
These kids are not only stranded, but they don't have their cell phones either.
Jack, he reaches his hand inside of the pig and takes his hand out, and there is blood all on his hand. He goes insane.
She wanted to go more of a Waterworld approach to it, which if you've seen Waterworld, it's like all of these kids on this like floating island of trash.
I think it kind of gives a more modern feel to the story.
This could possibly be the future, and this is what could happen kind of thing, but also like, not really, because it's very fictional. This idea that no matter what, there's always this risk that this darkness in human nature will come out if we like don't try and control ourselves.
This has been Jaden Thompson reporting for Blue Eye News.
Wow, I wish I could have seen it. It looks amazing.
Hey Clayton, have you been to any basketball games recently?
Not many, but I hear we're doing well.
We are, and Jalen Robinson covered last Tuesday's game to fill us in on how they're doing.
How you doing, Raiders? It's Tuesday, January 14th, right after the Lady Raider basketball game. I'm Jalen Robinson with Mikael Ford. How you doing down there, Mikael?
I'm doing great, Jalen. I'm here at the Wiley East aftermath of the Sherman game. It was a complete blowout, 76-21, magnificent game. Crowd was going crazy, everything. It just felt like they was hanging in there, playing as a team.
It sure was. Acacia Davis, one of the star players for the Lady Raiders, came into this game off a double-double against Lovejoy with 18 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals.
Acacia, she is the go-to scorer, lockdown defender. Last week she had 14 points, 3 assists, 10 rebounds. Complete beast in the paint.
And I bet Acacia loves having teammates like Lainey Gooch and Taylor Daly, who can really support themselves and put up points and give rebounds, while having great ball movement across the court.
Lainey Gooch, she's coming off a game with 14 points. Tonight she did not disappoint. She had 10 points and 5 steals. And Taylor Daly, the spotlight three-point shooter, she did not disappoint either. She also had 10 points, 2 threes.
These girls really have been solid and have high hopes of winning district this season. Tonight really was a big district game, and it was really important that the Lady Raiders won so they can improve their chances of winning district this year and have no doubt they will. Princeton High School game will be at Wiley East High School. Back to you, Clayton.
Wow, we've been doing pretty great.
I'd say so too. The last story we have for you is to look at the Already Been Chewed Animation Studio.
They're producing some of the best content in animation, and they're located right here in Wiley. Jaden Thompson and Jalen Robinson talked to them to find out more about how they do it.
Have you ever wondered where the animations you see every day come from? Today, we'll be taking a look at the ABC Animation Studio in downtown Wiley.
Welcome to Already Been Chewed. My name is Barton Damer. I'm the owner and founding artist.
Already Been Chewed is a design, motion graphics, and 3D animation studio. We talk to our clients, we look at their industry, and we ask the question, what's already been done? Because we want to do something different. We want to do something unique, and we want to do something fresh. The name Already Been Chewed, not only is it more memorable than say like already been done, but it helps us as designers challenge ourselves to make sure that we're not just regurgitating the same tricks over and over, but that we're just constantly learning and pushing ourselves as artists.
The internet allows ABC to push themselves vast distances to be able to work with a variety of different customers.
Our business is primarily internet based. Some of the brands that we're working with, they're all Los Angeles, Portland, New York, some are international.
This particular shoe was one of the very first Nike campaigns that we worked on. 2014 Hyperdunk shoe. And the campaign we developed for this ended up being applied for 7 different shoes.
We got to work with Lucasfilms on releasing some Star Wars Nixon watches. We had the opportunity to do Vans' 50th anniversary of the shoe, the Era, one of their classic silhouettes. We've been fortunate enough to work with Adidas, Under Armour, DC Shoes, DC Comics, are just some of the iconic brands we've been fortunate enough to work with.
Let's take a look inside the building where these artists create their animations.
No clients come to our studio. This is more of a space for us to be creative in. We have our creative meetings back here, presentations, go over creative briefs, and do all kinds of like general brainstorming back in this room. This is what I call my happy place.
Although the ABC studio will be located at a different building after this December, they'll still be in Wiley, continuing to make their animations. This has been Jaden Thompson, reporting for Blue Eye News.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Raiders.
Check in next time to see what's new at Wiley East.
Like and subscribe.
And finally,
don't forget to live your dash.